I really don't know how this is gonna go. And yeah, it's been a while. But I'm super excited to be back after my little hiatus, after only posting one video, but here we are, so let's just dive right into it. And I believe my cat would love to help us. No, just kidding. She's not interested in helping at all. Okay, but actually first, let me do my makeup, because makeup just adds a little snazz to the whole filmmaking, editing, whatever process, okay? So I'm just gonna do it. Hello and welcome back. I know this isn't my usual setting that I can only reference in my first video. I'm on the floor of my room. I'm filming during the day this time, which is kind of exciting. So yeah, welcome back to my channel. This is that mixed girl Kathy. Let me just say, initially, when I first made that video, I made it back in February, so... Hey, so I just want to clarify things like right from the beginning that I reference a lot of dates in this video. They're all going to be referring to last year because this was filmed last year in October, the last week, specifically my birthday, hence the quarter-life crisis title of this video. Anyway, but I guarantee you that I feel the same way about things now that I do then. But yeah, the reason it took me so long to edit, you know, life, work, stuff gets in the way, I'm a procrastinator, yada, yada, yada. Yeah, anyway, let's get back to it. God, let me do the math. Holy hell, that was 8 months ago? I was in a different place then. Like, when I made that video, like, I still was kind of figuring out what this was. And I know that they just use like the quarter-life crisis to kind of maybe be a selling point for something or as like clickbait or whatever, but God, it's a real thing. I'm in my 20s, I'm not 21 anymore. I'm through my mid-20s. Like, I'm 5 years away from 30. That's kind of daunting. I'm basically 26, but since I'm 25, let's just keep it like that. Let's just keep it the theme of the video since that's what it is. It all happened in July. I'd say July is when I just started feeling this like anxiety. I was like, what am I doing? I've been at my job for almost 6 months then. It just came to a point where I was like, cool, I'm getting a stable paycheck every 2 weeks, but is it worth it? Is this actually what I wanted to do? Because I had told people I want to be in the entertainment field, but I wasn't taking any of those things seriously. And in the moment when I was actively doing those things, I was really happy, but then the pandemic happened. I am a creative, like that's just how my mind is, like that's just how I work. And personally for me, it gave us a chance to be like, okay, reevaluate my life, like what do I really want to do? So when offered the opportunity to apply to a 9-to-5, I was like, ooh, stability, yes, benefits, yes. I loved it. It was amazing, but it wasn't what I wanted to do. And I was just like, yeah, I'll get to it. This is just for now. I'll be able to do my filming and stuff on the weekends, but no. You know, I was going from where I live into Los Angeles because I live in Greater LA, and I was stuck through like downtown traffic. Like, I'm in traffic for 2 hours every day. It's draining. I was just so tired and exhausted that I didn't have the energy to do things I love doing. I love working out. I didn't want to work out anymore. I loved seeing my friends. I didn't want to see my friends. It caught up to me because I was like, you know, that's just the work. I need to adjust and things like that. No, it never got better. It got worse. It increasingly became worse. Well, I would go on LinkedIn and I started comparing myself to other people. That didn't help. We're being very vulnerable right now, so that's what's important, and that's what I wanted. I realized I reached my breaking point at work when I went to lunch, and we would have lunch in our cars because we weren't allowed to like stuff into the break room because of COVID. And so I would always drive out to this little park near my work, and there was this little strip, and it was particularly hot because it's July, and there was this little strip along the park where the trees like covered it. It provided shade. That was like one of my favorite spots because I roll out in the window, you get that nice like sea breeze. It was all blocked off because of construction, and I was like, oh, except there's this one little spot where my car could fit, and so I put it there. About 10 minutes later, I see like this construction truck thing, and one of the guys jumps out, and I'm like, oh my god, please don't walk over my car. He's like, hey, we need to park our cars here. Do you mind moving? But I was like, this is literally the only shade in this area. And he's like, I know, I'm sorry, but this is where we have to park. I don't know why, but in that moment, I was just like, what the hell am I doing? It was a stressful day at work. In that moment, I pulled over my car and I lost it. I was just screaming. I was just so upset when I'm like, I couldn't get this one little piece, you know? And I was like, are you serious? So for me, that was the straw that broke the camel's back. I should not get that worked up over something like that. That's how I knew that something was wrong. So I took the next 2 days of my sick time to just kind of relax, because I needed those days. And if there was any time to call anything a quarter-life crisis, it was that moment. When something goes against your mental health like that, and you have the space to explore that and to take care of yourself, do it, because nothing is worth your mental health. From July to when I actually quit my job last month, I was just reevaluating everything. Why am I here? What is my purpose? Like, what do I want to do? Because I want to be intentional with the things I do. That's also why it took so long for this next video, is because I realized that was from a long time ago when I was in a different place. I had only been at my job for like a month, and I was feeling like the grind. Let's just do it. I'm gonna make this a habit. I filmed that video at like 11 at night, and I didn't finish until 1:30. You know, for someone that has a 9 to 5, like, that's not healthy, because it throws off my sleep for the weekend and then it goes into the week. So after I posted the video, I was like making TikToks, because I got that mixed drawer Kathy, which you should follow, by the way. The kind of stuff that I was putting up and putting out there, it didn't feel like me. Everything else, because I had made like 2 other attempts to film the second video, I was being told like, you should do this, you should do that. Okay, yeah, but what do I want? I want it to come from the heart. I want it to be authentic. I want it to feel real. You know, this is through my perspective, through my lens as a mixed person. I realized then that I was making content for other people instead of myself, and that's when I was like, no, it's not okay. There's so many things right now in society that just like irk me, that rub me the wrong way, that upset me. I don't know, like, straight up, I'm really sick of people telling me how to feel, especially one group telling mixed people how to feel. You do not know our experience. And that's when I realized that that was the driving force for this. I do not appreciate my community telling me that I'm not black, I'm mixed. Or my Hispanic community telling me you're not Hispanic because you don't speak Spanish. I've had to fight the urge to not speak on things I don't understand. So I wanted it to come from a place of understanding. And what I understand is that a lot of non-mixed people have opinions on mixed people. Don't tell us how to feel. Don't put us in a box. I want people to know it's like, okay, there's more than just and white mixed. What you see on television of it always being like a mixed white and Asian person, white and black person, white, and it's just, there's so, our world is so diverse, and I just want to be represented. Yeah, straight up. I want a half black, half Hispanic representation. I couldn't identify with people growing up, let alone those who didn't speak Spanish. I mean, one of the ones I identified with, which is why she's my idol, like, for life, is Selena. She didn't speak Spanish. Like, she wasn't raised in a Spanish-speaking household. She was Mexican-American, and I guess she looked Mexican-American. I don't look like your average Hispanic person, whatever that means. But that's why I identified with her, is because of that. So I want this to be a safe space, like, first and foremost for mixed people. And I want this to be open, because I don't want to be the end-all, be-all. I don't like it when people come off like they are the truth. Like, no, like, this is, like I said, this is my experience. I don't have everything figured out. What's important is that I know what I want. I want to be happy. I want to pursue what I want to pursue. I want to do things that make me feel good, you know? And those things are, I love acting. I want to pursue acting. I mean, that's also a reason why I'm here. I'm learning how to be in front of a camera. I love telling stories. I love listening to other people tell stories. I love meeting different people. I love collaborating. I love working on a project together. I love being on set. Like, I now know there's a lot of things that I love to do, and I just need to do those things because they make me happy. I'm still gonna struggle with comparing myself because I have a lot of peers that are making good money right now. You know, in this industry, nothing is really promised, and I know it's not going to be easy, and to be honest, I just don't know what the outcome is going to be like. But what I know now is that I'm going to pursue it 100% because I've been putting it off for too long and I'm tired of it. So this ended up being kind of a confession. But I think I hit all my points. There she is. There's the main gal. Well, that was fun. Let's call it a day.